Okay, guys, welcome to the multi-session today. Looks like Johnny's here. Johnny, are you needing some help? Okay, do you want to share your screen with me? Okay, you can just hit the share button when you're ready. There's a share screen button in the middle of your screen. Okay. You need to get rid of all your master pages. Well, all of you have all of these master pages, but the reality is you actually only need, you could get away with just doing 2 master pages. All of your main content should not be on your master pages. Only your header, which includes your logo and your navigation, your footer, which includes your copyright and any of your social media icons, should be on your master pages. Everything else goes on to the individual page. And you set up a master page for every single page. Does that make sense? Meaning on your master A, the only thing that should be on that master A is your logo, your navigation bar, and the stuff in your footers. Those 2 images should not be on the master. They should be on the home page. Right. You delete those images off and then just move them to your home page. And if you're talking, Johnny, I can't hear you. Your mic's not on. What I would do is, okay, what I would do is simply select those images and cut them and then paste them onto the home page. And your child pages, so the child's pages, go back to your plan view for a second because some of your pages are actually missing navigation. You're going to need to fix that too. Like you don't have a navigation bar yet on your personal work or your Photoshop page. Do you have enough work to really fill the Photoshop page? If not, I would just put everything on your portfolio page. You need at least 3 examples on each page. So if you don't have enough work for those pages, just put everything on the portfolio page. And your wireframe, what about it? If I remember correctly, you need to go back and place your blocking agents, right? Well, yes and no. What you need to do is your wireframe has to be black, white, and gray. And it's just supposed to be boxes, meaning using your square tool or your ellipse tool and showing me where images are going to be. But there should be no color or graphics or images on the wireframe at all. It's just a basic structure. But yes, your wireframe should look like your mock-up, The only difference is on the mock-up, you have color, graphics, and images instead of just squares. Make sense? Okay, good. Well, your portfolio should show all of your work. It doesn't necessarily have to be personal. You don't have enough professional work to do separate pages. So what I would do is get rid of those 2 child pages and put everything on the portfolio page. Like that. And then put all of your stuff on just the portfolio page. And then you just need to go through and cut out those images and paste them on the pages where they belong. Yeah, just select it. And then hold your shift key down and select the other image. And then hold your shift key down and select those buttons above it. And that one. Now go to edit and go to cut. Actually, you need to cut that portfolio page too. Hold your shift key down and select it too. Go to edit, go to undo, and then hold your shift key down and select portfolio. Go to edit, go to cut. And then go back to your portfolio page. Double click on the portfolio page so it opens in design view. And go to edit, paste in place. Like that. Now you need to have your logo on this page too. So you need to go back to your master B and put your logo there. Your logo should be on all of your pages. You just make it a little smaller on your sub pages so that your headings will fit. And then I would get rid of all of your masters and keep the master A and the master B and use the master B for all of your sub pages. Now open up your master A and let's copy your logo off of it real quick. The master A. And then go to master B and paste it. Make it smaller, scale it down a little bit because you need plenty of room on the other side. Hold just now pull it all the way over to the left and line it up with that margin line right there. Now go back to your plan view. And right click on the bio page and do masters and choose B. And then on the contact page, do the same thing. Like that. And then you just need to go back and put your content on those two pages. I'm guessing on your portfolio page, you need to do some work on it too, because you don't need those buttons there anymore. And I would just put a slideshow on that page. And you can use your widget to do that slideshow. Yeah, go ahead and open it up. Delete the buttons and the pictures. Now go over to your widgets library on the right-hand side. Go down to slideshows and choose your basic is fine and drag it out onto your artboard. There it is. And set it up in the center of your artboard, kind of align it there. Oops, don't cover your logo with it. Bring it down some and just move it horizontally, kind of center. Get some good white space there. There you go. Up just a little bit. That's a little too far down. A little bit more. Right there. Now then, you're going to hit that little blue circle and you're going to populate it. See that folder icon? And you're going to go into your assets folder that you generated from Photoshop, or wherever you have all of your work saved that you want to put in that slideshow. And you're going to start choosing them. You're on a Windows computer, so you can choose one, hold your control key down, choose the next one, and keep going until you've chosen them all. And then hit open. Almost there. There you go. Now, for your mock-up, you don't have to fill in the text at the bottom, but this week, when you're putting your website together, you're going to need to fill in that text and just give a short description of what each one is, that sort of thing. That's fine, Johnny. And when you get all of that done, then you can just come back in and replace them in your slideshow so that by the time you graduated, your slideshow will be, you'll have enough pictures in your slideshow and they'll all look awesome. So that does it for your portfolio page. So then you need to, on your contact page, you need to pull out like the contact form. I would probably do the simple. Yeah, it's usually the easiest. Just pull it out there. And just move it over to the left a little bit, because on the right is where you're going to put things like your phone number, your privacy policy. Oops. There you go. Click on it one time and then move it over. There you go. Like that. And then on the right hand side of that contact form is where you will type out your phone number, your location. If you want to do like a serving, you don't have to have a location. You do have to have a phone number and you have to have a privacy policy. That's not due on the mock-up. That will be due this week. So then this week you can go in and add the phone number and the privacy policy to that area right where your cursor is. And then your contact page will be done. It's done for the mock-up because text wasn't required on the mock-up. Yeah, you can use a widget like I used. It's under the panels. And it was the accordion panel. There's a tab panel too. You can use the tab one or you can use the accordion. Like that. And then this week you'll just go in and fill in that text with what it should be. But for the mock-up, this is fine. So now that's your contact page. So all you have left is your bio page, which for the mock-up, all you need on your bio page is a picture of yourself. And then this week you will add the bio. You just go to File and go to Place and place your image in there. I would scale it down, make it a little smaller. A little bit smaller. Unless you're going to have a really long bio, I would make it a little smaller. There you go. Now move it up to the top. Right under your logo there. Like that. And then you're just going to put your bio this week on the right-hand side of that image. Yep, I'm back. And there you go. So you can just resubmit this for the mock-up, and I'll update your grade and you'll be good to go. You don't have much to do this week because you already populated your slideshow. You're going to have to go through and do all your SEO, like I showed in the lecture yesterday. And you're going to have to fill in your bio and the stuff on your contact page, and then you'll be done. Oh, yes, you need to cut those images out. Just those two. Grab your black arrow and select them. Then go back to your home page and paste them in place. Oh, edit, paste in place. There you go. Yeah, do all of it without the colorful stuff. You can keep your navigation bars the way they are because they're gray. You're just going to go in and cover up like your logo and the images on each page with black or gray squares, just so it's a wireframe and doesn't have any images of color on it. Just, yeah, what I'd do is just draw a black square down there, covering them all up. And make sure you save site as and save it as the wireframe. And then just go back in and delete those squares. Well, you don't even have to delete them. Just make sure you save it as a wireframe and make sure you keep this as a separate file so that your mock-up is already done and you can start on this week's stuff. Okay. Oh, you're doing the creative brief, okay? Did you pull up the template that's in the instructions? It gives you some questions to answer. And you answer those, and it's about your portfolio website, like how you want it to look, how you want it to feel. You can talk about your color scheme under some of them, that sort of thing. But there is a template in there for the creative brief that has a bunch of questions and headings on it, like background overview and your drivers and your tone and all that. And it gives you some questions to answer to fill out that section. Yeah, you can keep it simple and sweet. It's fine. You just need to answer the questions. You know, your background is you are a graphic design student and you're getting your portfolio website off the ground so you can get your name out there, right? So that you can get clients or get employed when you graduate. This is you've saved it as your wireframe here. So I would save site again and save it as your actual website because that's the mock-up portion. Instead of it saying wireframe right there, change it to portfolio website. There you go. That way you can open up this one for this week's stuff and the wireframe one to go back and put squares over. I would close this one down first so that you don't get them mixed up by accident. You can just close the tabs across the top. It'll close them all. Close that one too. You may have to open the next one first. Oh, it let you. Okay, now you can go to file and you can go to open and choose the one that says wireframe instead of website. There you go. Open the one that says wireframe, not the one that says website. And once you've opened the wireframe one, then you can just go in and cover everything up with squares. And you went and shared with me. Can you reshare? Maybe, yes. Mine gets a little picky too, as you've seen in the lectures. That's okay, Tony. If you think you need if you're sure you know what to do on that wireframe, then you're good to go. Just finish out that wireframe and then resubmit both of those, and I'll update your grade. And of course, I'll be in the Student Success Center tomorrow evening. So if you have any more trouble, you can come in and see me in the Student Success Center. I'll be there from 4 p.m. till 11 p.m. Mountain Time. Ah, yes. Yes, the trial versions can be pretty picky. Have they gotten any closer to getting you your CC back yet? Because you're actually, are you waiting on the school or are you waiting on Adobe? Now, does the school have your entire laptop or did they just freeze your Adobe account? Because I know you had the hacking problem, right? Your account got hacked or something like that with Yahoo. Yes. So did the school take your whole computer so they could clean it off? Hopefully you'll have everything back soon. Hopefully you'll have everything back quickly and you'll be up and running at 100% again. Yes, once you get it back up and running, you're in very good shape to be able to quickly finish this week's stuff and redo the wireframe, and then you'll be done and caught up completely. And week 4 is pretty simple. You too, Johnny. See you later. Okay, guys. Well, that is it for the evening. No one else needs help, then we will call it a night, and I will see you guys next week. You've done an absolutely wonderful job, and I am going to finish grading tonight, everything that's been submitted since Monday. So you'll have all your grades back by this evening.